part. Add feeling to it.
Hello friends, welcome to Godlywood studio again and to Light of Knowledge. We have traveled so far beautifully in our journey and we have picked up a lots of gems of wisdom. And today we are kind of summing up whatever we have discussed in the past episode. And to do that, let us welcome Rupa Behenji once again. Behenji, welcome to the studio, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
In this episode, we are kind of summing up whatever we have learned. So I think this journey has been a very useful one. It was really beautiful journey for me and I hope it was a beautiful journey for the audience as well. So summing up the whole points, which are those important ones which you want us to remember?
So many episodes with different topics under the title of Light of Knowledge. The knowledge which is being imparted from the Supreme to all souls, which is godly knowledge, spiritual knowledge, giving the spiritual light to the world. I think we can remember in one word, remembering the alphabets. God, the ocean of knowledge, giving and giving and giving. Yet from the ocean we can just have some gems which we can remember easily and which can be useful immediately to remember and practically apply in our life. I think first let us take Ye, which is Atma. In the sense, remember self as an Atma or soul, which always gives us all the true identity of the self, which is the base for spiritual progress. And B for Baba, the sweet word for Godfather we call Shiv Baba, the sweet father. At any time you are in difficulty, simply remember him. We constantly try to remember him, yet the most sweet word to address God is Baba. That's why we say Shiva as a Baba. C stands for cycle. The goddess revealed the beautiful secret of this world in the form of cycle. And we have started our journey from the beginning, that is golden era. And now we have reached the end part of Iron Age. And the golden message that God is giving, the again golden age begins. So let us try to bring the true change which He wills us to do. And this cycle repeats identically once in 5,000 years. And we are now in confluence that is called Diamond Age and entering into Golden Age. And D for discovering self, bringing divinity in ourself and remembering the destruction or the transformation of the Iron Age. We also support ourselves with a beautiful message, the beginning of Golden Age. And therefore nothing to fear about it of losing anything. E stands for enlightenment. Hope this godly knowledge has given enough of enlightenment which is showing our way to reach perfection. And true enlightenment is that we select always the right one, think right and do right and guide others in right way. And F stands for Father or faith in Father. In Kali Yuga, that is in Iron Age, it's so difficult to keep faith in anybody or within things because all are changing so fast. So let us have a deeper faith with God. That faith itself becomes a leading kindly light which takes us to the right destiny. And G again Golden Age. And we have talked about much about Golden Age where will be perfect order and human beings will be perfect, divinized, and nature gives abundant in that age. And for that, let us prepare to bring golden values in our life. And H stands for heaven. We all love to hear the word heaven, and people would like to go to heaven. And we understood the true establisher or the one who creates the world is called creator. God creates heaven, and we, because of our misdeeds, and when we go against of God's will, or we take up our own way of life influenced by vices, we make that heaven into hell. And once again, God is creating heaven on earth. I stands for insight. The first lesson of soul has given lot of insight that I have lot of powers within myself. When I look inside, I have powers as well as negativity. So the deeper impressions which is been from many years and lot of bad habits that I have, let me eradicate through the light of knowledge. And J, let us take the word joy. But in order to continuously experience joy, let us have a supportive word, jam. Just a minute. Every time, whenever we have time, 1 minute let us take for deeper reflection. That will regain or once again gives the experience of joy. K for kingdom and also to become king. As we discussed, Raj Yoga is the king of all yogas. A person who learns Raj Yoga, he becomes a king, and God is creating the new paradigm that is which is called as paradise, where man will be a divinized man, a king, and woman will be a divinized woman, a queen. And therefore, let us have the highest aim that I want to become a sovereign, that is king, and achieve the godly kingdom in the form of inheritance from him. L stands for light. We have got the light through the knowledge that we are listening to, and also through this knowledge, let us become light and solve all our problems and give the burden to God and practice meditation to experience the light body and become angels. M for Maya. Usually people have Maya as the external disturbances. But here we understand our own weaknesses is counted as Maya. So let us become more strong with the light of knowledge, and so that we win over Maya. And N for negativity. Negativity is the creation of our own weaknesses again. And wherever we feel the positivity, negativity will be dispelled, destroyed automatically. And O, keep always open your eyes for opportunity and be optimistic. Never lose the hope. And God is giving a new opportunity that you can serve, you can earn, you can understand knowledge, you can get power from Him, and the new golden age is waiting for everybody. So we become more optimistic. P for perfection. Everybody is struggling to bring perfection in their life. So let this godly knowledge help individual to reach to that destiny of reaching our perfection, where each and every individual will be peaceful, pure and prosperous. That is called perfection. Perfection in our thought, words and action leads to perfection in our external world, and hence we prepare that with the help of godly knowledge. Another way to bring total divinization is also perfection. Q stands for quench the thirst of knowledge. Because God is alone the ocean of knowledge who can give accurate knowledge, truthful knowledge, and which gives us a deep satisfaction and contentment, and the secrets He reveals, ultimate truth is the godly knowledge. So let us quench the thirst of knowledge with this. R for realizing the self, realizing God, and realizing the value of time, and constantly keep on realizing the depth of each subject, and which helps us to move our life towards the right path. and this leads us to rejuvenate ourselves.
Mm.
God has planned very well for the rejuvenation of the world. In this, our little contribution is self-rejuvenation with the true realization. S for service.
Mm.
We are all here in this world to do something. Everybody is searching their purpose, why we are here on this earth. And God has given much ability and specialties and powers and still giving. So let us take from Him and give to the people who are in need. And that's how we bring everybody together, take everybody to the world of perfection and world of happiness. And that's how we serve, and service gives us blessing as well as bliss. T for transformation. We are passing through the time of transition now. The old things are nowhere going to work any longer. And therefore, we have to bring the newness in ourselves, the new knowledge which God is revealing, the secrets, let us understand, the new attributes and qualities which makes man into a divinized man. And that's the total transformation and the ultimate transformation which is happening. Let us take our steps ahead to reach that perfection. U for being uninfluenced. It is so easy to talk all these things, and yet while doing, we face many difficulties because of the past thoughts pattern, because of past belief systems, and also wrong habits and some of the impressions we carry that come on our way. Let us not get influenced by the past negativity. Allow ourselves to get influenced by only godly powers and His blessings and His knowledge. So that will give us more energy to move forward. V for victory. Every individual thrives to reach the stage of victory. And whatever the struggle we are doing, ultimately when we reach to the times of victory, it is so happy. So God is here to support us, lead us, and help us at every step. And therefore, it is sure that we will be the jewels of victory. So W for wisdom. Already all the knowledge which is coming from God is creating lot of wisdom. Yet wisdom is not to just keep aside. If diamonds are there, we just keep in a beautiful box and inside the cupboard will not be helpful. Let us use the wisdom at every step, at every action, and that gives us the positive results of happiness and bliss. And X for excellence in human existence. So far, we are all struggling and doing many innovations to bring perfection and excellence in our each activity. And God is guiding us through the knowledge how you can bring excellence in your thoughts, speech, action, and relation, and also in your behavior. So, what the vision of God to bring golden age is nothing but excellency in everything in human life. And Y for yearning. Yearning means the deep desire to acquire knowledge. So when we have this deep desire, that will allow us to learn, and learning allow us to churn the knowledge, think over and what is right and wrong. And when we realize after thinking, that will give energy which burns all our negativities and waste. And there the transformation takes place. That is called turning, turning from the negative to positive, from old to new, and darkness to new light. Last letter, Z, remembering zero. Here in spiritual knowledge, we understand that I am the soul, point of light. Point is also zero. Second highest truth is God is also point of light. It is also zero. And this world cycle in the form of a O shape, that is also zero. So he asks us to remember always three zeros. I am zero, and God is supreme light who is also zero. And whatever happens in this world drama, put a point that is zero. And when you apply these three zeros, you can become hero in your life. So with this message, I would like to give a golden message that let us all join the hands with God's task to bring the new world order, which is the great world order of the golden age. And this godly knowledge and wisdom opens the gates of heaven, where we can all enter with the light of knowledge.
Benji, that was really a comprehensive way of putting everything together in an alphabetical order so that our viewers can actually remember what this godly knowledge actually was. So, thanks a lot for taking time and coming to us for explaining all these beautiful things. Thank you very much. So, friends, that has been a wonderful way of putting it in the alphabetical order so that we can remember it so beautifully. And for those of you who want to review it later, we will be uploading it in YouTube, and you can visit our website also, www.godlywoodstudio.org. And for the remaining time in this session, I think we will take up the remaining questions from the public. We move to the questions of the day. Benji, we have 2 or 3 pending emails. So, in this episode, we are taking it up one by one. I am Chanda Agarwal and I am a housewife. I have been doing many rituals as part of devotion in my home. After coming to Brahma Kumaris, I learned that Paramatma is one and he doesn't have a body. So, does it mean that I should stop all the pujas and other rituals I have been doing so far? This is a question which comes to the mind of everyone who is coming to the path of godly knowledge. From the physical, they are coming to the subtle, from the material to the immaterial. So, God being a point of light, and if you can remember Him anywhere, then what's the point of going to temples? What the point in doing puja and ceremony? So, how can we clear this doubt?
See, rituals and devotional activities we were doing, purpose of doing is to reach God, know Him, and meet Him, and attain His presence and His knowledge. Once a person has come to that achievement, then whatever we have been doing, the fruit of that we are gaining. The rituals and devotion is a method of searching God and trying to come closer. And once we reach Him, we realize that He is point of light. He is not having physical existence. He is only bodiless, and He is beyond this physical world. So that is the realization point, and start receiving the knowledge and getting transformed inside. But still a person takes time to understand the full concept accurately. Till that time he wants to continue. It is nothing wrong. And second thing, in families, one person will have the realization, another person may not. So for the sake of others also, if they are performing, it is okay. But the point comes when he realizes completely what is the true identity of God and what is right and wrong. Because in bhakti also, in rituals also, we are spending lot of time and money and other things. If at all a person realizes, okay, through that what I wanted to gain, that I have realized, that I have got, then definitely they themselves will judge how to change in course.
I think, Benji, that is quite a personal feeling. If she feels that she should continue, then there is no problem in it. And if she can continue listening to godly knowledge, then later an awareness will come that what knowledge says, transformation will come. So that's it. You can continue whatever you have been doing. There is nothing wrong in it. But along with it, try to imbibe godly knowledge, and later it will give you so much clarity as to what kind of method to follow. So we now come to the second question. Myself, Amulya Kishore Patra from Orissa. I am from a joint family and no one in the family is cooperating with me. I don't know why they are creating so much problems for me. So I think this is again a very, even if in the joint family or not, any place, maybe workplace also, people are facing such problems.
See, cooperation for what type of task that we are expecting is the question. If it is only cooperation for small things, maybe they think that he or she can do independently. If it is for some other bigger task, then definitely they have not understood the properly the purpose and also the need of their presence For that, I think we have to make them aware.
Mhm.
Your cooperation is more important to me. Many times what happens in families, we expect cooperation, but less we cooperate with them.
Mm.
So here, just start cooperating with them. In return, your cooperation will come. And for what task we are expecting cooperation,
Mm.
let us communicate with them clearly.
Mm.
Their contribution is very important.
Mm.
When they feel that respect, then they will cooperate.
But here he has written, Benji, I don't know why are they creating so much problem for me. So I think he's kind of facing a lot of problem which is created by his joint family members. So what if he's feeling like that?
What type of problems he is facing with them? Is it because he is non-communicative with them?
Mm.
That barrier has to be cleared.
Mm.
Sometimes you see, he or she may have individual desire
Mm.
that cannot be accepted in the whole family, then definitely there will be a problem. So it is better to sit together and have a conversation, discussion, and come to a conclusion, and that will give a better solution.
And I think, as you said, we will have to look into ourselves. What is the reason by which they are not cooperating
Yes.
with me? And along with it, you have said in previous episode that giving good wishes all the time will also help.
Yes, and start giving love and cooperation. Mean accept them, and later slowly with loveful attitude you clarify what you want to do, why you want to do. Many times in families they just say this is what I want to do, but why? And by that what you gain, that clarity will not be there. So hence that may be the hindrance. So we
Maybe
have to
he's
break that.
maybe he's also in the expectation mode right now, and he
Yes.
will have to come into the donor mode, as you said.
Yes.
So that's it. We will have to look into ourselves to find out what is in it me that people are not cooperating with me. And even if there is nothing inside me, still the only way out is let me give cooperation, let me give good wishes so that finally they will have to come to me and cooperate. So now we move on to the third question. Benji, we have a question. I'm Chitra Gatole from Solapur. I'm a beautician. My question is, I want to lead a spiritual life which includes the practice of purity as well, but I'm not getting enough support from my family. So what can I do?
See, following spiritual path is an individual choice.
Mm.
People who are in the family, some time they can support, some time they may not.
Mm.
Until you gain complete faith and love from them,
Mm.
they cannot support. So first of all, I think have faith in yourself, faith in them that they will support one day.
Mm.
And why you are doing what you are doing is to be making them understand the importance.
Mm-hmm.
Even they are not able to follow, but once they understand, they respect your path and definitely they will help.
Mm-hmm.
By force, nothing can happen,
Mm.
but by love, everything can happen.
Mm. And the problem comes when usually I have seen in spiritual institutions, especially when the rules or the path of devotion or spirituality include the practice of celibacy, especially, then problems are created in the
Even to
family.
follow purity or celibacy or pure food also, we have seen in many families, ladies or women who are coming for regular classes, they have so much of intense feeling to follow that, and following that is a benefit for everybody,
Mm.
even to their family members and others.
Mm.
But initially, they may not be able to understand the concept,
Mm.
why they are willing to. So, once they have that intense feelings, determined thought, and have the blessing of God, and remember God and take that power of purity from Him, seeing their transformation of divinity, people slowly, their family members also, slowly start moving in the same path. If not, also, they let them go with love towards that application of that. So it takes little time, but the person who wants to follow, they need lot of determination.
Mm.
And also deep love for other soul to gain support, and constantly give the positive good wishes, and they if not to follow also, let them be supporter,
Mm.
and this will work. Basically, every soul is pure. Maybe now they have moved away with the influence of evils, and when I individually with the God's advice, I follow the right path, initially there may be little conflict, but later the soul understands. Then, though they are not able to follow, yet they can become a supporter.
Benji, that was really beautiful because any great person who wanted to move in the right path had initial resistance, and in every aspect of life, there will be such resistance, and we will have to move forward. So, thanks a lot for these beautiful discussions. So, dear friends, that has been a beautiful answer, and for anyone who want to go forward in godly knowledge, definitely there can be some resistance, and that resistance can be from the part of dear and near, because people may not understand the full prompt of what we are doing. But if we are determined enough, definitely people will realize their mistake and come back to us. But if we falter, if we give in to the temptation, definitely there won't be any gain at both ends. So, for the time being, we are concluding the series of Light of Knowledge here. Thanks a lot for being with us in this journey. It has been a revealing experience for me, and hope it has been a revealing experience for you as well. And until we meet again with a new series, it's a goodbye from all of us in the studio.